Alrighty, I'm gonna start doing or trying to do um, monthly, every other month, kind of like pickup videos because I do go on trips and get movies and video games, physical media mainly for cheap. On the cheap, I go to pawn shops, I go to Goodwills, about twice a year, which is what this big haul is going to be from. I go to this giant warehouse, physical media warehouse called McKay's in Nashville. But I'm just going to run through what I picked up, kind of a little bit of story behind it. These should be kind of sweet, short videos to kind of keep everybody held off until I do my main collection videos towards the end of the year. So I'll start with video games. I was thinking about splitting these up, and then I was like, I might as well I'll do it call it this was the end of December McKay's haul, although some of the stuff, and I'll go through it, is not from McKay's. And we'll just talk about it all real quick. But I will say that I do trade in a lot at McKay's because I have a kind of a side hustle called Rainy Resale, and I thrift games and movies, and I resell them. And then I had a bunch of filler I took up there with an iPad and an old Super Nintendo. Ended up getting about $400, and I had $50 credit from before. So everything I got from McKay's, it was about $450. So I kind of evened out after the trip, which was pretty crazy. I don't know if this is $400 worth of media as we go through it. We'll see. It felt like a ton at the time, but then now that I've gone through and cleaned everything and checked to make sure any of the digital codes were needed redeemed and stuff like that, I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about the more expensive stuff. We'll do video game stuff first, which is this little pile right here. First, I got The Pathless on PS5. I'd been wanting this game for a while. I heard it's kind of like a Zelda type game from a little indie studio. I think this was around $10. So I think I had to recase it though because the case was in pretty rough shape. But a good little add to the PS5 collection. I've been trying to get all of the Call of Duties on PS4 physically. So I'd been looking for Ghost. This actually I bought off of Macari for $11, which surprisingly at GameStop, it was hard to find. And it was like $25-$30 for this, which is crazy to me. This was the launch Call of Duty for the PS4. But now I have it. $11, not bad. Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I got this at a Goodwill, which means it would have been $5.99. Our Goodwills usually price video games at $5.99. Which I got some stuff and I don't have it in this pile that I had to sell, but this is one I was like, oh, I don't have this actually in my collection, so I'll just go ahead and add it in the collection. And this got a recase too because it was in pretty rough shape. But I tried the first Dragon Age, couldn't really get into it. Haven't tried any of them since. I know Darth Easy was talking this up, so one day I may have to try that. DuckTales Remastered, I've been wanting this for a while. There's not too many PS3 games I don't have that I want, but I did find these three that I didn't have and wanted. This was $20 at McKay's, which I felt like slightly over what it was worth, but it was like perfect condition, like new. So got it to add it to the collection. We got Mirror's Edge. I did play this game back in the day. This is one of the early PS3 games, as you can tell from the old school artwork. I don't remember particularly liking this game, but for some reason I did not have this in the PS3 collection. So I grabbed it up. I think I got this at Goodwill for $5.99 as well. May have got this at McKay's. I can't remember. But I had to really do some cleaning on that case. It had a ton of old GameStop stickers plastered on it. This was probably my biggest purchase at McKay's. It was $72, but I'm trying to get every Spider-Man game, and I pretty much have every one on the Sony systems now. This was one of the ones I didn't have on PS3 because I'm planning on going back and playing all the old Spider-Man games. And this was a holdover. Pretty expensive, $72. for a PS3 game, but now I have, for sure, I have all the PS3 PlayStation. There might be one on PS2 I still don't have. And I don't think I have the PS1 Spider-Man, so I'm getting close to having all the Spider-Man games. But this was in pretty good condition. I think I just cleaned the case up a little bit. It's complete. Got the manual and everything. I think all this stuff I got so far. I've been wanting to get the Undergrounds for PlayStation 2. These are some of the more harder to find. This is the greatest hits, which I don't usually like, but you got to do what you got to do because this is a really good condition of the game. And I think it was about 15, 20 bucks for this, which is not bad. That's about what it's worth, I think. I think Underground 2 is worth more, but I know I need to get Underground 2. So got that one for the collection. And then finally, I got this PlayStation 2 PopCap Hits Volume 1. I love Plants vs. Zombies and Bejeweled. So I'll usually grab the Bejeweled games. This one has Bejeweled 2 and Astropop. So I like these kind of, most of the time we play these games on our phones now, but this is how we used to have to play them back in the day. I'm pretty sure this was like under $10, which is about what it was worth. So finally, and this is kind of a goofy thing, but they only wanted $6 for it. It's new seal on the box. This is the original Blu-ray remote that came with the PS3. Now I will say this is the newer PS3 font, so I think this is a newer version of this remote, but I remembered when I bought my PS3 at launch, I bought one of these. It was like 25, 30 bucks, and I used it as my main Blu-ray player, and I used this controller a ton, and then, of course, when I sold everything back in the day, I got rid of it. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, it's sealed. A cool little PS3 for $6. Probably just going to have it as a display piece because I don't really use my PS3 to watch Blu-rays anymore. But for $6 for a sealed accessory, I thought that was kind of cool. And I got that at McKay's too. So, and that is it for the games. Now, as we go through all these movies, which are in the stack right here, there's some stuff that I've upgraded. There's some stuff I didn't have. Because this is my pile of movies that are going either to trade or to Darth Easy, whichever. I let him pilfer through and pick out what he wants of that. But all right, now time for movies. We are going to start with, this is a Steelbook, regular, not 4K, of Gran Turismo. Was in my top 10 movies this year. So, really wanted to pick that up. I really enjoyed this movie, surprisingly, because I'm not the biggest Gran Turismo fan, but my quest to get all of the Fast and Furiouses on 4K was significantly advanced on my trip to McKay's. Yeah, by the way, I think that was under $10 for that. This was running about, I think, $25 for the first 8 Fast and Furious movies in 4K. Now, unfortunately, the digital code inside had been used, which happens buying these used. It's kind of just a bonus if you get the digital code that works. But what was cool about this is I had all the Fast and Furious movies, but they were all regular Blu-rays, and this comes with the regular Blu-rays and the 4K of the first 8 movies, which I thought for 25 bucks, that's a freaking steal. And it's going to look better on the shelf because I know it always bugged me that Too Fast, Too Furious had a Roman numeral 2 for some reason. It's bugged the crap out of me. So now I've got this cool little box set for the first 8. And then for some reason I don't have the Fast 9 in here, but I guess we'll get to that eventually. Scream movies. So I've never seen a Scream movie. I was with my buddy Darth Easy, and he was like talking these up. I've always wanted to watch them, so I got this cool collection that comes with the first 4 Scream movies on Blu-ray. And then I got Scream, which this is technically Scream 5, but I guess it wasn't called Scream. I hate when franchises do that kind of stuff, but whatever. The digital code actually worked on that, which was cool. And then I got a 4K copy of Scream 6, which I heard is pretty good. Now, it does look like a dog or something took a chunk out of this, and I don't know how I didn't notice that until I got it home. Don't like that, but whatever. If I end up really loving all these Scream movies, I'll probably end up getting like a cool bundle of them anyways and trading that up later. Speaking of bundles, so I had the Terminator movies. I had the first 3 on DVD, and then I had 4 on regular Blu-ray, and then I didn't have 5 or 6. One, because 5 or 6 aren't very good. I enjoyed Terminator 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's when we got to 5 and 6 when it started fading. But it was cool to have these. This was all like maybe $20 for all 6 films on Blu-ray. So I was able to upgrade some of my DVDs, replace my one single Blu-ray of 4, and then get the 2 movies that I didn't have, which was cool. Oh, my computer just fell asleep. So I've been trying to get the classic animated Disney movies, especially the ones I really like. I have some, but I don't have a whole lot because I had them on VHS and DVD back in the day. Hercules was one of the ones that was really cheap, under $10. And I love Hercules. They're getting ready to do a live action version of this, and I didn't have it, so it got me a copy on Blu-ray. The Island, this is an upgrade from DVD. I love this movie. I like Michael Bay movies, and I really like this one. And I don't know if there is a 4K version of this, so I was like, well, at least I'll get an upgrade from the DVD to the Blu-ray. Legend of Tarzan, I had this on Blu-ray, and this 4K was super cheap, like $5 or less. So I was like, I mean, I really enjoyed this movie, and to upgrade to the 4K for, under $5, it's hard to pass up. The newest Transformers movie, I didn't have this yet. I enjoyed it. I still think Bumblebee is the best, but it was pretty good, and this was the 4K for like $12 or so. The sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman. This one got rid of Snow White and just went Huntsman. I don't remember particularly liking this movie. This is another one of those, we'll get the 4K for really, really cheap. Just ultra cheap, like under $5 probably. So it's hard for me to pass up on those. And I didn't have that one. I have the regular Snow White and the Huntsman on Blu-ray. I get all the MCU films. Wakanda Forever has been hard to find, even though we're past a year now since it came out. I would have rather had this on 4K, but I don't have I barely have any of the MCU movies in 4K, so figured maybe later on down the line there'll be some huge set that all comes out in 4K. So I'm just going to keep going regular Blu-ray for now, and glad to add it to collection. Now I'm only got 3 MCU movies to get to complete the collection, which I will do because next year, 2024, we're not going to have only one MCU movie. Hobbit, I had these on DVD, but I did not have them I had these on Blu-ray. Did not have them in 4K, and then what's cool about this is it comes with the theatrical version and the extended version. I have the extended version of regular Lord of the Rings on regular Blu-ray, so this was a cool upgrade for me because I'm upgrading to 4K and getting the extended versions, which I didn't have of the Hobbits. I really like the second Hobbit movie. It's fantastic. I'd been wanting this for a while. I enjoy the Annabelle movies, but I kind of wanted to get the set of all 3 of them. I'm not the biggest horror movie guy, but I do like these movies, especially the last 2 Annabelle movies are really good. So cool little Blu-ray set. I think it was like $15 maybe. Plane, honorable mention for my top 10 this year. Really liked it. Fun Gerard Butler movie. Wanted to get it. Found it on Blu-ray for, I think, $10. Land of the Dead. This is a DVD upgrade. Wanted to get on Blu-ray. Love this movie. Haven't seen it in a long time, and I think this is one I'm going to put in here, maybe even tonight, and watch. Dawn of the Dead, an early Zack Snyder movie. I like how they're from the director of 300, which I love 300. Had this on DVD in full screen randomly, so it was cool to get the unrated director's cut Blu-ray version of it, upgrade quality to 1080p. This was a weird one because this was super cheap because I guess everybody hates live action Aladdin. It's my kind of the gold standard for the live action movies. And I already actually had this on Blu-ray, but this is I think this is the 4K. I can't remember now. I think, yes, this is the 4K, like a collector's edition, whereas my regular Aladdin was just 1080p. So, little upgrade, and Darth Easy can have my old Aladdin, live-action Aladdin, which he did like. Speaking of Aladdin, I got the Diamond Edition, Blu-ray, another classic animated movie that I wanted to add to the collection. Pretty cool. I like having the classics physically. There's Fast 9. So now I've gotten Fast 8 in 4K. I already had Fast 10 in 4K. That was a Black Friday pickup. And went ahead and replaced Fast 9 to the 4K version. So now I have all 10 Fast and Furious movies in 4K. And then the only one I've still got to upgrade is the Hobbs and Shaw, the spinoff. So cool to have them all in 4K because I do enjoy these. They're dumb, fun soap opera movies. I mean, don't take them seriously and they'll be good. I had the first Equalizer. I didn't particularly like Equalizer 2, but I heard Equalizer 3 was good and I wanted to complete the set, so got Equalizer 2, and then I went ahead and got Equalizer 3, which just came out on Blu-ray like a month ago. So now I can watch them all back to back, which I probably will do eventually. These were actually given to me by Darth Easy. I do like Mad Max. I just think it's a little overrated. It's particularly this one is very overrated. There's like no story to this. It's just drive out in the desert and turn around and drive back. That's the story of this movie. But I didn't have them physically, and he, I think, upgraded on that McKay's trip. So he was like, hey, you want this one? And I was like, cool, yes, of course. I'll add it to the collection. And then he was like, I also have The Road Warrior, which is the second Mad Max, which I can't remember if I've seen this one. I know I've seen the original, which now I'll have to get because my OCD will not let me have 2 and 4. And I know I haven't seen Thunderdome, which is the third one, I think is what it's called. So, and then Furiosa is coming out in 2024. So now I'll have to add those to my wants and find them and get the collection. So that was everything. I don't know. What do you think? Was that $400 worth? Here's the trade-in / going to give to let Big Izzy pick through. He won't want the DVDs. I don't think he'll want Hobbit. I'm pretty sure he's got the Hobbits. But I think he did say he wanted all the Fast and Furious movies. He's not the biggest Fast and Furious fan, but I mean, you're going to take them for free. He may want to watch them at some point in time, so he'll probably take those. But yeah, kind of a cool little haul. It's about $450, not counting the few things that I got at Goodwill. All right, I went to the pawn shop in Walmart today. Sorry for the annoying washing, drying sounds in the background. But I figured I'd throw this on my video because I haven't actually edited it yet. And this is the last pickup I'm going to do for December, so I basically got 5 more movies, nothing too crazy. The one I got at Walmart was another MCU film, so I just got Wakanda Forever, so now I got Quantumanium, so now I'm just 2 short of having the complete MCU collection. I still need Guardians 3, it's still $25, so I was like, I'll wait on that one. And then the Marvels, I don't think has even come out yet, so I went and saw it in theaters, it was fine, but not the best movie, but wanted to get it for the collection. Another movie that I remember liking pretty good. Oh my gosh, the washing machine. This is, I got at the pawn shop, $2 for this. I can't remember, this may not have the DVD, which I usually don't care because I don't watch the DVDs anymore. I usually don't like when they have the little rental rings on them, but for $2, this is worth $2. It's not my favorite comedy. John Cena's pretty funny in it though. Hard to pass up for $2. Then I just talked about this in my big 2-hour collection video because I have Now You See Me 1. I really like that movie. Then I did not like this one, so I never picked it up. But then when I saw it for $2 at the pawn shop, I was like, well, might as well. I think this is another one that does not have the DVD, but it's got the Blu-ray. For a movie I didn't like very much, basically just got it to complete the set. And yeah, maybe I'll rewatch it one day and like it better. I also was talking about Bourne, how I have like the 3 regular Bourne movies on DVD. I didn't have this Bourne movie. I've never actually seen this one. And then I don't have the Bourne Legacy. So I was like, well, I can start. I saw there's a couple of the first 3 movies in like a Blu-ray pack. So I'll probably end up getting that, and then I'll get Bourne Legacy. And now I have Jason Bourne. So we'll watch this eventually. I heard this wasn't very good, but Dave Morales from Fox TV says it's the best Bourne yet. So who knows? I really enjoyed the first 3 Bourne movies. And then finally, that was $2 too. It's hard to pass up Bourne movie for $2 on Blu-ray, and that has the DVD in it. I can't really remember this movie very much. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Banks directed this movie. I do. I know I went and saw it, but I can't remember if it's very good or not. You know, I like a good comedy every once in a while, so thought I would throw it out there for $2, but I don't know. Anyways, 5 more movies to add to the already ones. I've actually already put all the other ones that from earlier in this video into the collection. Now I have to do it again, which always sucks, but not bad. Not bad for, let's see, I think it was $8 for the 4 from the pawn shop, and then Ant-Man was $15, which I thought was a pretty good deal for an MCU film. Alrighty, until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.